every day is a day to ensure you are healthy and you are good. That is why I ensure that in every health program I give you the best. So today we will be talking about food poisoning, alcohol poisoning, as it is a holiday, it is a festive season where we are all enjoying ourselves. And also I would like to let you know, as you use your money, as you use your funds, don't forget to invest in the right partner. That is Dreamworks Investment Limited Company. They are the best company in producing the very best. When it comes to buildings, when it comes to mansions, when it comes to rentals, they are the people you need, because they ensure your space fits your dream. They turn your dream into reality. So don't hesitate, just call on them. The numbers are on our screen. So until next time, so let's go learn and understand more. I am your host, Nyambura Kamau. So as we promised, we deliver. Today we will be learning a lot, and we have very special guests, and they will be talking us through food poisoning ama alcohol poisoning. As you all know, ni mwezi ya sherehe, ni mwezi ya furaha, and we will be eating and drinking and having fun. So welcome to our show. This is the Health Hub again. I'm Nyambura Kamau. Now back to our guest. Habari zenu?
Thank you. Tuko salama. Tunashukuru, karibuni sana. Yes.
So we would like to know your names. You tuanze ladies first.
Thank you. I'm Elizabeth. I train at First St. John Ambulance, Kenya. Thank you.
Oh wow, nice to know now. Jen.
Yeah, my name is Nelson Moniki, a trainer and instructor with St. John Ambulance, Kenya, here in Eastern.
Wow, that is amazing. So my first question, leo sitaki tukae sana ama tukule time, because I want everyone to be informed and to know a lot. Now, what is, maybe sir, you can explain to us, what is food poisoning as you define it?
Okay. When we get to fasting, because one, I would like us to understand, we are dealing with these issues from a fasted perspective. There is fasted and there is medical perspective, which is more advanced. Advanced is on the medical. From the fasted perspective, we say that food poisoning is an illness that comes out of maybe a causing agent like a germ from the food. So that word defines food poisoning. So mostly people confuses when they hear there is food poisoning and there is poison. That is poison. So mostly food poisoning comes from the food itself. Maybe a germ or a bacteria that will cause now an effect that will say someone is ill, someone has a sickness after eating food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we would really like to know, what are the common maybe signs and symptoms that food poisoning can show? Madam, please tell us.
Oh, thank you. So one of the easiest way to know that someone has food poisoning, especially when it comes to the extremities, they may have the diarrhea, they can have them vomiting, they have abdominal pains, to some extreme they can also have muscles weaknesses, and they can also have the abdominal pain. So those are some of the issues that, or some of the signs and the symptoms that you can really tell that someone has the food poisoning.
So if maybe the audience may notice the signs and the symptoms and they choose to ignore, at what extent could food poisoning go, or what could it do?
Food poisoning, if left untreated, definitely can lead to death, because, like, for example, when you lose a lot of fluids from the body, that is dehydration. There's a condition that we know, or it's referred to as shock. And shock, mostly it's when you lose a lot of fluids from the body, and when you develop into shock, that is an emergency condition. So if left untreated, food poisoning can lead to death, to extremities, that is.
Wow. Now, I would really like to understand, is alcohol poisoning and food poisoning the same thing, or do they differ?
One, when we are talking of alcohol poisoning, it is good people understand alcohol poisoning is a condition that is caused by alcohol taking or intake of alcohol that damages the vital organs of the body. So when we are talking when someone has a liver condition that has been caused by alcohol, then we say it is out of alcohol poisoning.
Oh, okay.
That's different now, because now alcohol poisoning affects the vital organs like brain and liver. Food poisons, it is on the upset of the stomach. Yeah.
So are those the main signs that will make you notice maybe you have alcohol poisoning or anything of the sort?
When you're having alcohol poisoning, one, a person will have conditions like mental confusions. A person will develop some condition like now what we have talked of the shock because of the dehydration and all that. And also when it comes now to alcohol poisoning, as I've said, the vital organ like liver is affected. So someone will start now developing liverlosis conditions and all that. Maybe there will be yellowing of the eyes and all that. Then you'll be able to say that there is a problem within the body that is being caused by alcohol. And that now gives the difference between intoxication, whereby intoxication talk of drunkenness.
Oh, okay, that's the difference.
Yes, there is drunkenness, which is intoxication, and there is alcohol poisoning.
Okay.
Intoxication is when someone takes alcohol, maybe start now developing, you see a person is stuttering, a person is having slanted speech, is not able to talk well and all that.
Oh, okay.
Then that's something that comes now, it clears with the time. But now alcohol poisoning has adverse effect. Yeah, whereby we have said it affects some vital organs like brain and liver. Yeah.
Now, as we go back to food poisoning, can you tell us, when it comes to food poisoning, is there something that can prevent it, especially at this season where people are mainly at home?
Hygiene. We need to practice hygiene, high level, especially when you are eating raw food. Make sure that it is well cleaned. Even as, especially the ladies, because you're the one who prepare the food and all that, even in the hotels and all that, they practice hygiene. Make sure they wash their hands, and after washing their hands, they also make sure they dry it up properly, because the wet hands actually transmit more bacteria. So it's good to wash your hands and dry them thoroughly, so to avoid the transmission of the bacteria. So clean, cook the food properly. If you have frozen food, when you get it out, to make sure that you pull it, make sure that it is the hardened part is soft, because you can have the food cooking actually on the outside and the inside it is not well cooked because it was frozen. So make sure that the food is well cooked, clean it up properly, wash your hands properly. In general, let's practice proper hygiene as you did during the corona era.
Speaking of hygiene, does maybe how we store food in relate at all?
Yeah, how we store food is also important. We see, like, for example, even when you see in the supermarket, there's always the expiry of a certain food or a certain ingredient that you're going to eat. So we should pay attention to the expiry of the food that we have. When you're storing, you don't store raw food and the cooked food together. If you're storing in the fridge, when it's raw food, make sure it's well sealed in the container and it is below actually the food that is cooked. So when you have this hygiene, make sure that you have, it reduces the risk of food poisoning in our homes.
So we have different beliefs at home. We normally have different beliefs. There are those who believe food poisoning can be caused by food from companies, amazing manufactured foods, compared to foods from maybe natural food, health, like hizi zinatoka kwa shamba. Can you tell us what are the most common food that are likely to poison or to have poison in them?
One, when you look at food like the dairy products, milk that we usually have at our homes, when it is not well boiled, that can cause direct food poisoning. If you look at meat, the way we cook meat, if we don't cook meat in the time that is supposed to take to be able to kill part of the toxins or the germs that can be in the meats, then it can end up giving us a problem. And we say now, the way we cook our food will affect us differently. So we take as my colleague has talked of the low foods that we usually take. So all those meats, eggs, the way we cook even the cereals and all that, if they are not well prepared, then automatically we'll end up having food poisoning.
Okay. Now, it's a social season.
Yeah.
It's a social season where everyone wants to enjoy themselves, not just in eating, but also in drinks and everything. So, how do I really wonder, or I want them to know how they can maybe avoid the alcohol or drinks poisoning. But before we get to that, I would like to remind our viewers, thank you for keeping up, thank you for enjoying the show. I hope you are learning a lot. And this month, I want you to take care of your health. We say, put your health first, because we need you strong tomorrow. And again, I would like to thank our sponsors for the show today. That is Dreamworks Investment Limited Company. They are the best company when it comes to producing various things. That is architectural design, that is project planning, and also they give you the best interior decoration. So, as we are also having and enjoying this season, don't forget to save and don't forget to invest in the right partner. We will be right back after a short break.